This session deals with another forum we have on how to start listing the attributes or the characteristics of a really super player in your team. Right now keep in mind one thing about having a championship team. We're all striving toward, right? But it's very hard to really actually achieve and have one for a long period of time. Because what happens is that, let's say you have a really great team today, but you get a new job, or the business is now twice the size in 5 years. Your situation changes. And so the one thing is you have to keep on looking at, has your team stayed up with you? I always equate it to, if I'm not sure there are Yankee fans out here, but by the way, I'm from Philadelphia, so I'm a Phillies fan, and we know we haven't had a lot of championship teams there. But damn that George Steinbrenner. In his tenure in 20-some years, 7, 8 World Series, 16 division championships, this man knew how to build and maintain a championship team. You know why? Because as the players got older and their skills eroded, what did he do? He fired them. He may love you, but if you're not going to be a championship player, you're gone. So he had a list of what was a championship player to him. So a championship player is what? Maybe if it's like your accountant, does the accountant return phone calls all the time? Are they timely with their work? When they say they're going to do something, it gets done. Work high quality. Do you sense or do you know they're actually saving you money? Does he or she call you up before the end of the year to talk about your taxes? So it's basically, again, there are simple things like you may not know they're doing their job if they have the talent, but are they returning the phone calls, emails? Are they timely? Do they make mistakes? Are you getting notices from IRS and the state? Do they get back to you? Are they being proactive? So that could be the profile for that particular player. Let's say it's your insurance agent. Like, when was the last time you heard from your insurance agent? If you haven't heard from them for over a year or two, that's a problem, isn't it? I mean, if you have an employee at work and you haven't reviewed your employee for 2 or 3 years, well, you're not making them accountable. So has your insurance agent stayed in contact with you? It could be emails or whatever, because if you have a policy that doesn't change much, maybe that's okay. But are they staying in contact with you? Are they when it's a renewal for your auto or your personal liability or whatever, are they saying, if you did this with the car, you could save like 15%. If you package your insurances all together with one company, you could save this. Gee, when was the last time we sat down and looked at all of your property? So again, it's the same thing. Are they being proactive? Are they timely when you ask a question? Do they provide good information? So again, while there's similarities because of who they are versus an accountant, there may be some other traits that are different. Who's a real superstar as an attorney? Now again, you may have various attorneys in your life. There could be a estate plan attorney. You could have an attorney that you just use occasionally when you close on property or other things, a transactional attorney. But some of the characteristics are always the same. Do they answer your emails? Do they answer phone calls? Are they doing their work on time? Have they pointed out ways to you that you can save money? And especially with attorneys, because we tend not to understand when they're talking about wills and contracts. Do they make themselves clear? Do you understand what they're saying? So basically, you should be listing these things on every player you have on your team, so that when you're going out to look at them or you're judging them, there's a way you can start to make them accountable.